I'm headlining a set, or I'm doing a headline set for Rhymes and Stitches in London in January, and I think you guys probably noticed, those of you that are familiar with my work, is I do like to kind of create themes, or like, you know, curate poems and sort of similar subject matter. And I've been really interested in slang language ever since I was a kid. And I've written some poetry not only in my mother tongue of South London Cockney, but also my also great love of queer Polari, which is gay slang language. And I don't know if I've done that. I don't know if I've written a poem. Basically, I've written a poem. It was interesting what you were saying earlier about kind of taking old poems and then doing something with them. And I've been taking old poems and then slicing them into new ones. And I was at a poetry event actually this morning, and we were talking about that kind of reinventing old stuff. So I wrote a poem which was purely in Polari. I'm not going to do that one tonight, because what I'm going to do is to splice some of that into this new poem. And I quite like the fact that I'm in a part of town where, kind of a marine town where Polari possibly could have been spoken by sailors many years ago. So anyway, this is called naff, and when you hear that word you probably think you know what it means, but actually you've got no bloody idea. The sharpest knife to the heart, the biggest punch in the stomach, the most devastating blow when you think you know someone, then you realise in a split second you don't know them at all. I thought you were talking in our tongue, au fait savvy with our cryptolects, not just salacious plays on words, but thought you knew that you were speaking in a language of survival, talking in code, political acts at a time when we were thrown in jail just because of who we were, who we loved and who we slept with. Until the decriminalisation of gay sex in 1967, we had no choice but become lingo bricoleurs and build a colourful language bricolage that we called Polari. We borrowed from the thieves' cant, the language of robbers and villains. We took the best bits from lingua franca, the lingo of sailors, and we stirred in Cockney rhyming slang for a bit of extra cheek, to let our language marinade in filth, flamboyance and fun. With Polari, you can say anything and make it sound filthy. You go into Bar Fabulosa in Soho, say to the barman, "Ooh, I fancy a Vera Lynn gin," and then you clock in, bit of meat over there, and tell the barman, "Ooh, him over there's giving me a right Colin. I wouldn't mind having a go on his brandy. I'd clean his kitchen, put on the dish, tip the brandy, tip the ivy. Ooh, his fabulosa Bennett Alice. Look at him trolling his tush. Boy, does he turn my oyster up. My thumping cheek can hardly take it. I bet he's not Nada Savada in the larder. I'm no size queen, but what a packet, boner basket. If he let me, I'd tip the velvet. The colour of his eyes, 10 inches or more." The barman replies, "Yes, I can see you looking at that nice bit of seafood, mincing around like a model in Paris. His name is Benny Harris. In Polari slang we say he's got a Benna Harris, a nice arse on a guy as not to embarrass. I can see your use on his big round trommas through his tight trolleys, but I'm sorry to say, dear, I think she's naff. Have a shot of Vera, your Varda thing's clearer. She's part-time in the life, got chavvy and wife. Not full-time, so she parkers the measures to feel what it's like to have only pleasures. Look, she's on the Polari pipe now, dear, Nelly her mutter. Her taxi driver back home is her pastry cutter. How my queer forefathers used Polari to keep everyone sharp on their toes, trying to understand what was going on, throwing a punch in the air at political correctness, subverting oral space, hijacking the mainstream, having fun with straight listeners, oblivious to the filth. He's a bit naff, my granny would say. In Polari, naff means heterosexual, an acronym, NAFF, for not available for fucking. So, granny, there you go, you're speaking Polari. Talking to you, sexy man, I thought you were using Polari's simplest cover, substituting he for she when a gay man wanted to talk about a man he liked the look of in public, even nowadays, if just for fun. When you kept talking about your ex using the pronoun she, I thought you meant your boyfriend, but you did actually mean your girlfriend. Later, seeing you kiss a girl in the way I hoped you would one day kiss me, I realised that split second I didn't really know you at all. But I've come to realise it's time to let go, and that saying goodbye means saying hello to a better me, the best I can do, the realisation of what it is I love about you, your qualities that bring out the best version of me. So I will try being the best Ben Cove, that's Polari for friend, that you need me to be. And that's that one.
Well done, Lee.